All right, so a little tidbit against the Jaguars. I had Brock Bowers at the slot receiver, and that shit did not work. We ended up losing. So I ended up changing it against the Eagles, and I completely forgot. But yeah, I'm not having Brock Bowers at slot no more. That shit did not work at all. I thought maybe I can get him more opportunities, but I think the opportunities are just going to come from the tight end position. I just watched him do it. I just watched him do the block in the back right there. At the same time, like, damn, it's 7-0. That would have helped us out a whole lot. But anyway, we're still at goal line. We still marched our way down to this very spot right here. Did a little quarterback draw, excuse me. And it's with 5 receivers, so it spreads out the offense. 7-7, about to be halftime, giving it to the fullback. Basically did just 2 short runs that are meant to be on goal line type shit. But they tied it up right before the half. Going into the second half, tied up. This is actually a close one. Brock Bowers is on fire with his X Factor. Hoping to get my X Factor going. Did a little play action. Had somebody coming straight to me, and I had a precision pass moment. But it was on my back foot, so it looks a little crazy. I'm not going to lie. It looks a little crazy. But I did throw to the right specifically so he can adjust his route to the right and track the ball. And that's exactly what he did. It's just, it looks crazy the way I threw it, for sure. But sometimes you need to, put some power behind that joint. You feel me? So right now we got some curls, some flats, tight end in, slot in, Diggs in the slot, Ray McLeod. Bang. So we're up 21-14. At the same time, Nico Collins has been going off this entire game. The entire game, bro. At the same time, Brock Bowers. I'm telling you, man, I don't need him at slot. We can just make plays at tight end position. And as long as his X Factor's going, we're good. Nico Collins, like I said again, going absolutely insane this game. I don't know what was going on with him, but the nigga was highly motivated. You feel me? Now we're down a whole field goal. Fourth quarter, it's crunch time. It's nut up or shut up. And guess what? Max Crosby's going nut up, so we're going to get the ball back. More crunch time plays. We got some mirrored routes right here. All the way down the field, I should have went to X. I should have went on the left side. I chose B and I fucked up. So now the score is tied. Giving them room to, do what they do. They're all the way down. 1 minute left. Nothing left to do but to tackle them. I mean, we could have a little miracle happen right now. You know what I'm saying? I got the no-huddle offense going. I got the C route on the right. I got the post on the left. Giving it to the C route on the sideline. Toe tap. I don't think that matters because not pass interference. Roughing the passer. Had our last play right here after roughing the passer. Maybe we can get a miracle going. Who knows? Throwing it all the way down there. I think I got hit. And that was it. Took an L to the Texans, man. So we're taking more losses. We're going against the Browns. The Browns have gone through a whole lot to get to their quarterback situation right now. But right now their quarterback situation is SHEDEUR Sanders. And he's been starting for a good chunk of the season. So let's see how that turns out, man.
3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to have another first down as time and a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Ford. And able to get him down, but Ford will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd down, here's Mason. And he's got the first before he's on.
Analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But the coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Work in the middle of the field.
But that time, it didn't work out.
There's a ball thrown right side and straight ahead. Here's Mason. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all
the touchdowns. That's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Still manageable 2nd and 13. So a throw over the middle, taken in. They'll wind up getting 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On to the 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he slips up. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the right side, that's where it's... This is Ford. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2. They run with Ford. And he's able to get it down to the 20. Down. Back to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. 4 and 4. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And he'll get this one way up just
short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now this throw caught.
The defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to have have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, something that we are starting to witness time and time again. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He throw now on first down. On the screen, this is Mason. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker.
You come out, and you think maybe you can catch him off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored him, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
On second down, Hill. And he'll be brought down.
Get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle. Here we go with Hill. And that one up.
But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he'll wind up losing yardage here on direction. And that is no good. And that one. He'll look to throw. This one downfield for Tillman. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. And now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
Inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns are able to add on to that lead.
This is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it in.
2nd and 4. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And they've got... Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and back into this football game. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they'd only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah.
So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, and it's the Jaguars who are out in front. The Jaguars locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Jamar Chase with a touchdown reception from Joe Burrow. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And currently they are tied with the visiting Bills in that one.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this, but they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. On On second down, it's Hill.
Of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. And they'll hustle up. They go play action here on first down. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And taking it across, looks to throw. He's going to take another shot here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough? They'll set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Browns play call is they need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Mason. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jordan Mason with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So that, Charles, a big decision there on 4th and goal, and it works out.
And that is an example of a coach who's confident in his team.
3rd and 7 ahead. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're going to mark him down. And that nearly the pick. Eluding the pressure right. Stiff-armed him. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield. Down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Second catch, 100%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll get it down to the 47. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And
Give a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
now they go for it on 4th, but they'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught by Aguilar. And the handoff to Ford up the middle. He is going nowhere as he is in no gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. And it's no good, just short. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to. It's going to be incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on to it down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They can 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. That he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Jordan Mason with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders will add to their fourth quarter lead. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown. A big play looming on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 40. But they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw again. Open man, that's Tillman. And he will be brought down at about. Back to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot
The road doesn't matter the opponent. Get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Las Vegas, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.